I speak unto thee this day, and I say that I, the living God, have intended that my own people would be under the blessedness rather than the curses that come to the disobedient. Yet I say, because a multitude of those who claim that they are my people do not walk uprightly, do not seek to please me, do not come forth in my way, I say they receive the curses that I have prepared for the disobedient. And I say that my wrath, my fury, my indignation, when they are released, will always land upon the disobedient, the wayward, the careless, the ones who are despising my way. For I say, when I, the living God, do send forth my wrath, I say that it's magnetized unto the disobedient, unto the rebellious, the hateful, the ones who are refusing to believe and trust in me. Now I say there are those who claim my name, yet I say they do not trust me, they do not really believe me, nor do they walk uprightly in me. But I say they walk according to their own understanding, their own interpretation, and I say they are loving it so. And I say all the while they imagine they get by with the same, but I say they magnetize my wrath. I say this day that I, the living God, never intended that my own people would be magnets for wrath, but rather that they would be magnetizing my blessings unto them. That is, that they could be receiving of the blessings that I have in store, that they could be receiving of the goodness of who I am. But I say, when people go whoring from me and take up the gods, the ways, the behaviors of the heathen, I say they are no longer being blessed by me. But I say they come under the curses that I have prepared for those who are estranged from me. Now I say you are living in times when it is becoming more and more and more evident that I, the living God, do hate the wicked, the evildoers, because I say that I'm bestowing my wrath upon them. And I say they are receiving their just rewards day by day because of their disobedience towards me. Now I say, if you really consider that I, the living God, delight to bless thee rather than curse thee, I say that you can indeed be thankful unto me. For I say it is me, the living God, who gives to thee the abundance of mercy and goodness, the abundance of truth and light, and the abundance that I have in store for all who will walk uprightly in me. Now I say you are living in a time when multitudes have turned aside. I say they worshipped other gods, but I say they pay for the same. For I say that I, the living God, am not mocked, and when men through their behavior think they get by with mocking me, it is not true. For I say it is me, the living God, who will indeed be mocking them with the very things they have chosen above me. And it is me, the living God, who will pull down the mockers and the scoffers in this wicked, vile, and corrupt generation. Now I say, you see, there are multitudes of them who are indeed dying under the weight of their sins, and I say they shall perish in the same. I say there are multitudes of men and women who suffer in this life because of the sinful state that they are in. That is, even though the liar, the enemy, tells them they get by with sin, it is not true. For I say that I bring my retributive punishment upon them. Then I say they suffer and suffer in their mortal bodies, and I say it is because of their sins against me. I say this day, when a man thinks he can get by with a life of debauchery, with a life of foolishness and overindulgence, and not pay for the same, I say such a man is a fool. For I say, when men will do those things that are not well-pleasing unto me, then wipe their mouths, say they've done no evil, and think somehow they squeak by on me, I say they are nothing but fools. For I say that I, the living God, do keep track what it is that men and women do, and the way that they live day by day. And I say, when they will choose the way of wayward and careless fools, of course they pay for the same. I say you are living in a time when the whole nation is intoxicated on pride, thinking that they cannot ever be brought down. But I say, because they are blinded by the drunkenness of their pride, they do not even see they have already hit the skids. That is, they are already on the bottom, and somehow they are imagining they are still on top. But I say the truth of it is, the nation is brought down by the drunkenness of pride, and men die and perish under the same. I say this day, do not allow the leaven of pride to fester within thee, but when I, the living God, do reveal the same, I say, do not bow down unto that. But I say instead, be bowing unto me as thy maker, thy keeper, the one true God you are meant to please. For I say, if you will be coming forth, uplifted, directed, and guided by me, you are kept always. For I say, it is me, the living God, who will keep thee, uplift thee, direct thee, and of course bring thee forth. For I say, it is me, the living God, who does delight to give to thee the privilege to walk uprightly, the privilege to be coming forth, and the privilege to be ever guided in my way. For I say, through me, the living God, you are given the truth and the light, the mercy, the hope, and the peace that I alone can bring. And I say, through me, the living God, you are given that which I alone do give to my own time and again, for I am well able. And I say, it is me, the living God, who will bless thee with spiritual blessing as you continue to believe, to trust, to hope in me. I say this day, be glad for the privilege to walk uprightly, be glad for the privilege to be coming forth, be glad for the privilege to be ever directed, corrected, and guided by me. For I say, it is me, the living God, who is the truth and the light, the mercy and the peace and the hope of who I am. And it is me, the living God, who will cause thee to know what it is to be ever kept, for I am indeed the one who is able. And I say, when you will be coming forth, uplifted and directed, guided and instructed, you are given the truth and the light, the strength, the mercy, and the hope that I provide. I say this day that I, the living God, never called thee to go in the way of fools, but I say that I've called thee to come forth in the way of the wise. That is, that you can be ever strengthened, uplifted, directed, purposed, and guided in that which I give unto thee day by day. For I say, through me, the living God, you are given the truth and the light upon thy path, the mercy and the hope always. For I say that I, the living God, will not cease to give the abundance of who I am unto the ones who walk uprightly in me. I say this day that I, the living God, have called thee to walk uprightly. I say that I've called thee to come forth in the truth, to be ever guided in my life. And I say that I've called thee to be thankful that it is me that you can continue to look unto and believe. For I say, through me you are given the blessedness, the strength, the truth, and the hope, and the peace always. And I say, through me you are given the truth, for I, the living God, do give thee the same. I say this day that I, the living God, do not call thee to walk afar off, but I say that I call thee to come forth ever uplifted, guided, and directed by me. And I say that I call thee to serve me always in gratitude, not giving yourself to the bad attitude of ingratitude that rules this age. For I say you are living in a time when men are lazy and slothful and hateful and bitter and accusatory on every hand. And I say you are living in a time when men have too much time on their hands to worry about how uncomfortable they are. That is, they do not work to even feed themselves, but I say they are bums who live off of others. Then I say they make their profession to complain and complain and complain. I say this day that I, the living God, never called thee to be a partaker of such a hateful spirit of ingratitude as is ruling in these times. For I say, when you see the proud fools who strut and boast themselves as though they are worthy of so much more, as though they deserve the very best when they do nothing at all, I say no, that such ones are repulsive unto me. And I say that I, the living God, do not call thee to involvement in their darkness, their wickedness, their foolery, but I say that I call thee to be ever thankful unto me. And I say that I call thee to keep yourselves from the leaven of pride, for it is extremely, extremely destructive unto the souls of men. For I say that pride is abomination that erodes away at a man's integrity, for he can always justify himself. Now I say, stop and consider that if you fail me, if you do wrong, do not justify your misbehavior before me. But I say instead, be thankful that it is me, the living God, who will give thee the mercy, the truth, the light, and the life day by day. I say this day, be glad for the privilege to walk in me, be glad for the privilege to be uplifted, strengthened, and directed by me. For I say it is me, the living God, who is the way of all righteousness and truth, blessedness, strength, and mercy provided. And I say, when it is me that you hope, believe, and trust in, you will see that I am indeed well able. And yes, you will see that I bring thee forth, that you can be rejoicing always in me. I say this day that I, the living God, take a look at the state of men, and I say that I'm thoroughly sickened by the same. For I say that men have chosen the way of ingratitude, they have chosen the way of pride, and I say they've chosen the way of sin. But I say that I, the living God, still reach out in mercy unto the ones who will grab hold of me. And I say, even in the midst of my wrath revealed, I say that I will give mercy to the ones who will walk uprightly in me. I say, therefore, this day do not look at the times and think that you must indeed give up in despair, but I say, rather look up unto me and rejoice, for I am ever present. And I say, if you are diligent to serve me in gratitude, I say that my mercies are abundant unto thee. But I say, if you yield to the bad attitude of ingratitude, begin to murmur and complain, I say that the same is multiplied and returned unto thee. For I say, you have taken yourself out of the life into the death, and it is by your own words. I say this day, why not be thoroughly thankful that you have been given the privilege to be redeemed, uplifted, and brought forth, and ever guided by me. And I say, why not be thankful that I purpose thee in the blessedness, the strength, the truth, the light of who I am. I say, why not be thankful that you can indeed be strengthened time and again by me, for I am the one who is able. And I say, it is me, the living God, and me alone, that you can be seeking to please, to obey, and follow after. I say, this day set your sights aright, that is upon me. That is, set your tongue in the way of thankfulness and gratitude, that I, the living God, am ever present unto thee. For I say that you can indeed live in the way that I have prepared if you focus ever upon me. I say, in a time when men are troubled by their own choosing, I say you are not meant to take their trouble upon thee. But I say you are meant to be thankful unto me coming forth in my way. I say this day, be glad that you are given the privilege to love, to serve, to obey me, and be uplifted in the truth, the light, the mercy of who I am. And I say, be thankful that daily it is me, the living God, who guides thee forth, that you can indeed be rejoicing in me. That is, rejoicing in the purpose, the plan, the truth, the light that I give thee day by day, that you can come forth ever made glad that it is me that you serve, and not any other. I say this day that I, the living God, have the way prepared for my people, and I say that it is the way of my life. I say, when you see the darkness throughout the land, know that it is the reward of the evildoers and not the just. For I say, if you walk uprightly in me, you can have the light in the midst of darkness. For I say, if you consider that when you came to me, you were nothing but darkness, yet I gave you the light. And I say that it wasn't the state of the nation, it wasn't the state of anyone else, but it was the state of my redemptive mercy that brought life unto thee. That is, that gave you the light upon the path and the hope, the joy, the peace that I put within thee. I say, therefore, this day do not be so overly concerned with my punishments upon the wicked that you forget about my mercy unto thee. That is, that you take on the dreariness, the weariness, the despair, that is, the cup of those who have walked in disobedience towards me. For I say, if you walk uprightly, you are meant to drink the cup of my mercy every single day. And I say, in a time when many are under the doom and gloom, I say you can dwell in the joy of my presence, for it is me, the living God, who is ever available to give thee my life. I say, therefore, this day continue to cultivate the attitude of gratitude and serve me always in thanksgiving and praise.